Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from Wellstar Reviews and Healthy Wild Free. Today I'm going to be reviewing the IQAir. Now, this is the HealthPro series model. It's sort of a medical grade air purifier filter that it's on wheels, as you can see, and it has several different filters in it. So I'm going to share with you my experience with the IQAir filter, what I like and don't like about it, and I'm going to share with you my experience with the AirDoctor filter, what I like and don't like about that. I've lived in environments where the IQAir was present, and I've lived in environments where the AirDoctor was present. So I've seen and experienced both filters, and I also looked up the specs, so I'm going to share the specs with you so you can get an understanding of sort of the technical pros and cons of each model, of each unit, so you can make the best purchasing decision for the health of you and your family. So with that being said, first things first, the IQAir is more of a medical grade air filter, whereas the AirDoctor is more of a consumer air filter. And the reason for that is because the IQAir has a little bit more testing and validation in terms of its like HEPA air filtration. So for example, the IQAir has what's called a HyperHEPA filter, whereas the AirDoctor has what's called an UltraHEPA filter. Now, they are really claiming to do the same thing. In fact, AirDoctor claims that it filters a slightly higher percentage. They're both like 99 point something percent, 99.9 from AirDoctor and 99.5 from IQAir. But IQAir with that testing actually has, or with that claim actually has testing behind it, whereas AirDoctor doesn't have independent claims. So you're just kind of taking their word for it. Now, in terms of the square footage that each filters, the IQAir filters 1,125 square feet, and the AirDoctor filters 1,000 square feet. So it's very similar, very close in that regard. The HEPA filter, like I said, is basically the same. Both the AirDoctor and the IQAir each have essentially a 3-layer filter. So it's the pre-filter, the activated carbon filter, and then at the end of the cycle, it's the HEPA filter. So each of them go through this pre-filter, carbon filter, HEPA filter, 3-stage filtration process. So it's very similar in that way. You're just looking at a slight, very, very, very small difference in terms of efficacy that IQAir has proven, and I think that's because these are more used in a medical grade setting. And they kind of look like medical grade devices. They're fairly big, and the AirDoctor is smaller and more sleek and more of a consumer grade home model, whereas this is, just a bigger model. So moving on. So now comparing the price of the annual filter replacement cost, with the IQAir, you're looking at $396 a year. And with the AirDoctor, you're looking at $180 a year. So even though you're getting 100 square feet, 125 square feet less with the AirDoctor filtration, the yearly filtration upkeep cost is significantly less. In fact, less than half of the IQAir to maintain. $396 a year with the IQAir and $180 a year for AirDoctor. So a pretty big difference there. Now we're looking at the price. The price of the IQAir, this is about $1,100, $1,200, whereas the AirDoctor is $629. So in terms of like a small difference in variance with square footage filtering, 100 square foot difference, 1,000 to 1,100 square feet, and then maybe a small difference in terms of efficacy of the HEPA filter, because the AirDoctor claims to have a little bit different HEPA filter technology. You're literally looking at double the price of AirIQ up front, and then more than double the price on a yearly basis to replace the filters. And I'm going to share more with you on the filters with that in a second, because that's also, there's something about IQAir I don't really like as much, and I'll pop it up and show it to you. But I want to give you the specs first so you can see a lay of the land, so to speak. So I will say the one thing that IQAir definitely has over AirDoctor by a long shot is that this device has a 10-year warranty. So they are really built to last. It's Swiss engineered, and I'm a huge fan of Swiss and German engineering. In fact, I think some of the best products in the world come from Switzerland and Germany. My favorite rebounder trampoline, the Bellicon, I did a review on them, I'll put that below. If you're into health and fitness and rebounding, it's actually a Swiss-German company, and Swiss-German engineered. It's engineered in the Black Forest in Germany, and it's a Swiss company. So, in terms of quality, the 10-year warranty is really nice, whereas the AirDoctor only gives you a 1-year warranty. So a lot less assurance in that regard. I will say, however, the AirDoctor that I've lived in the home with actually a few AirDoctors, not just one, a few, and I'll get to that in a second. The reason for that, there was no issues over 2 or 3 years at all. So I think the 1-year warranty, although it gives you less assurance, there was several AirDoctors in one home running like literally 24/7. I kid you not, 24/7. I had a roommate who was very particular about mold and would run these things nonstop. And for 2 to 3 years, not a single issue. So, I think that 1-year warranty is probably not much to worry about. But I will say this is probably, because of that 10-year warranty, probably engineered a tad better. But I don't think it's 10x better. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's more of a sales pitch, to be honest with you. Moving on. So the warranty is better on here. In terms of the noise level, this goes up to 69 decibels, whereas the AirDoctor doesn't really specify. I will say when you turn this on, right now it's at a speed 3. You can see the different lights here, the pre-filter, filter 2 and 3, so filter 1, 2, and 3. And it turns red or green based on if it needs replacement, so that's nice to notify you. And then you just push this up, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. This is the highest setting. It does get pretty loud. 69 decibels it's fairly loud. It's not crazy, but you have to raise your voice a little bit if you're right next to it. But you can kind of put it in the corner too, so it's not a huge deal. It's a little loud. Moving on. So now talking about ozone and ions. This is really interesting. I have all the specs here, so bear with me. I don't want to miss anything. So the IQAir does not emit ozone or ions. And some people see this as a positive. I actually don't personally. I love ozone and ions, and here's why. Ozone is naturally emitted in our atmosphere, and ozone oxidizes and kills things like mold, bacteria, viruses, things like that. And in a very small percentage, it's not bad. People think that it's bad, but if you're a health and wellness geek like myself, and friends like myself, we literally, what we do is ozone bomb specific rooms in the home. Meaning you turn an ozone machine on at a high concentration, close the door, trap it all in there, and you just do that to kill everything. So a small degree of ozone, I'm not worried about at all. Additionally, the ions that are emitted from the AirDoctor are also a good thing, because what ions do is they're electrostatic, they're electrically charged particles. The IQAir doesn't emit ions, negative ions to be specific. The AirDoctor does. Now, negative ions, that electrostatic energy, it actually traps particles and it binds to them. And when that flows in the air and gets back into the filter, not this filter, but the AirDoctor, what that does is it makes it easier to trap those particles, because there's an electrical charge now that can be trapped in the machine and pulled in. But if there's no ions going out to trap those things to pull them in, you don't have as much of a charge, electrically speaking, to filter those particles. So I personally believe, based on research I've done, I've had an ozone machine that generates ozone. I have negative ion generators. I mean, people buy these things separately. I've bought air filters, I've bought ozone machines, I've bought negative ions, all separately, literally 3 different things. So to have all that in the AirDoctor is actually really nice. And also another thing that's nice about negative ions is that any electronic device, cell phones, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 5G, anything that emits radiation and EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, are emitting positive ions. Positive ions are also electrically charged, and they create stress and basically issues with your health. They actually cause free radical damage that leads to oxidative stress. They'll cause headaches, tension, tightness, and soreness in your body, all types of things. That's positive ions. Negative ions, on the other hand, are the exact opposite of that. So for an AirDoctor to emit negative ions in your home, it's actually calming. It helps your breathing. It traps those particles and pulls them into your filter better. There's a lot of benefits to ozone and ions. And it's interesting because if you look deeper into this, the medical establishments are the ones saying that ozone is bad. Yet ozone is emitted by our atmosphere. It's not bad at all. It's a concentration thing, and the concentration you don't have to worry about with the AirDoctor because it's very small, and you're opening doors and windows and things like that when you're in and out, and that ozone dissipates. So you really don't have to worry about it. It's killing stuff and it's dissipating. And the ions, they're both a benefit. So I personally really like that the AirDoctor has the negative ions and the ozone, because you're getting a benefit there that you're not even getting at all with the IQAir. But there's another benefit to the IQAir that the AirDoctor doesn't have, so I'll get to that in a second. So now continuing, so here's sort of the pros of the IQAir. It's a high quality construction, 10-year warranty, like I said. It has a great filtration. The activated carbon is a larger filter than the AirDoctor. I believe it says here 5 pounds, whereas the AirDoctor is, I believe it's like well, it depends on the AirDoctor you get, but it's only 0.6 to 3 pounds. I think apples to apples, it's a 3-pound filter, so it's a little bit less than half, which makes sense for the price. So it's understandable. So you're getting less of a activated carbon filter. Now, what you should know is that the HEPA filter removes particles. They both have about the same HEPA filter, might be slightly better with IQAir for more than double the price upfront and more than double the price for filters yearly. But the activated carbon filter in the IQAir is better because it's a bigger filter, meaning the bigger the filtration material, the more air moves through that, the volume of the air moves through that, and then you have better air coming out the other end because it goes through a bigger filter. This is the same principle applies to your water. The more filters you have and the bigger those filters and the more types of material that filter specific things, filter that out with your water. And I'll recommend something at the end of this video in that regard. So, with the IQAir, really what it comes down to is double the price of the AirDoctor. For 100 more square feet of filtration, you have a better activated carbon filter, which does filter chemicals better. However, the HEPA filter is about the same. That's going to filter particles. So the particle filtration is about the same. Now with the AirDoctor, those particles are also good for mold and viruses and things. So if you're really concerned about mold and viruses and pathogens and sort of natural airborne things, I believe the AirDoctor is a better choice. Now, if you're more concerned about chemicals and things like that, the IQAir is a better choice. They're both going to some degree filter both of those things, but the IQAir is going to filter your chemicals a bit better because it has a bigger activated carbon filter. Now, here's what I would recommend personally. If you want to be financially wise and get the best bang for your buck, they really, if you break it down, the activated carbon filter is the benefit to this. You get a bigger activated carbon filter and a longer warranty. I don't think the warranty is a huge deal, to be completely honest, based on my experience, because I haven't seen really issues with either one of them for years. Now, with that being said, you're having more chemical filtration with IQAir, and you're having more natural contaminant pathogen filtration with the AirDoctor. But the big thing here is, remember, this is double the price up front and double the price for filters, more than double the price really for filters. So what I would recommend is getting 2 AirDoctors for the price of 1 IQAir, because you're going to filter 2,000 square feet, which is probably going to be like a larger portion of your home, have one in the living room on a different level, whatever it may be. And then every once in a while, this is what my mom did growing up. This is an old, I think it's like a Polish thing or something, or I don't know, because her grandparents did this. Open all of the windows and doors in your home, even if it's wintertime, air out your entire house like once every few weeks or once a month, and just clean everything out. That will get all of the off-gassing, all the chemicals, everything out of your home. According to the EPA, outdoor air is 3 to 5x, meaning 300 to 500% more clean and clear and pure than indoor air. The problem is that when it's really hot or really cold, we can't keep our windows and doors open all the time because it would be incredibly expensive, which is why we have air filters. So I would personally recommend, if it comes down to it, IQAir versus AirDoctor, I would recommend getting an AirDoctor because it's cheaper and you get almost the same filtration, not quite, but almost. And if you really want to, have great air filtration, get 2 AirDoctors because it is going to be better at getting mold. The off-gassing of chemicals, you can just open your windows and your doors every once in a while and get that out of the home. But the ongoing mold, to me, that's more scary and dangerous than the off-gassing of chemicals that I can literally just open the windows and air things out here and there to get off-gassing. Plus, I don't really bring a lot of chemicals and junk and crap into my home. I'm kind of a minimalist. Wood floors I like, less carpet, less of these types of things, so there's going to be less off-gassing overall. I mean, there's still off-gassing from wood floors, but regardless, when it comes down to IQAir versus AirDoctor, I would get an AirDoctor. And if you really want great filtration, get 2 AirDoctors for different parts of your home and kind of separate them and space them out. And air out your home, like I said, once every few weeks or once a month. Now I want to show you one more thing with the with the IQAir in this video to kind of illustrate something that I didn't really like about IQAir. So this is how you get the filter. So you pop this off right here, okay? You pop this off, and when you do this, this comes up like this. And bear with me as I take this off. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, but these are the filters right here. Now, the filters are in here. And I kid you not, I am 100% serious when I say this. The housing unit for these filters is styrofoam. Which, you know, when I read it was like Swiss made and all this kind of stuff, I'm thinking like, okay, it's, you know, gotta be like a better housing unit. And, you know, seeing these filters, and this is the official IQAir filter, by the way, just so you know. You can see that in there. Whoops, it's kind of hard to show on video, but it's in there, and the IQAir filter logo is right in there. So I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but having that made of that housing unit made of a styrofoam was kind of a downside to me. Another downside with the IQAir that I noticed, and I noticed this with another filter that I had before from a company called HealthPro, which is actually very, very similar to this, oddly enough. Like, I wonder if it's the same manufacturer. It's a square box like this on 4 wheels. I mean, it's literally the same thing, and the filters are very similar as well. A little bit different. But one of the things I noticed with the IQAir that I did not like is this new filter in here. I kid you not, I can smell a chemical off-gassing from the filter itself, which is pretty disheartening and frustrating, because the point of these things is to filter chemicals. And if the manufacturing process is putting chemicals, I'm going to do that later. If the manufacturing process is putting chemicals or leaving a chemical residue in the filters, that's not a good thing, because when I turn this thing on, I actually smell some of that chemical residue, and I have a very good sniffer. So, you know, the fact that there's chemical off-gassing on the filter itself, I don't like that. It's not cool. I never experienced that with the AirDoctor. So there's actually I can just tell, there's some chemicals going into the manufacturing process with the AirDoctor that are causing a little bit of chemical off-gassing from the filter itself. And eventually those kind of get worked out, but it takes a while, and it's another downside from IQAir. So, yeah, with that being said, I would recommend AirDoctor, long story short, over IQAir. You're going to get more bang for your buck, and if you're worried more about mold and natural pathogens, AirDoctor, I believe, is a more effective filter because of that ozone negative ion feature. And with the HEPA and you know, carbon is better within the IQAir, both the HEPA being about the same, but the ion and the ozone being better with the AirDoctor. So, anyways, I will link these up below. Maybe this one is right for you. Maybe the AirDoctor is right, but I'll link up both the IQAir and the AirDoctor right below this video. Another thing I want to share with you, if you want to learn more about health and wellness products that I've personally vetted, I'm a health and wellness coach. So this is what I do for my clients. So if we got on a call and you were like, hey, I want to find the best air filter, I want to find the best shower filter, or the best sink filter for water, or the best supplements, or whatever it may be, this is literally what I do for my clients. So what I did is I put together a list of about 30 different health and wellness brands that I have personally vetted that are super high quality. And most of those, I think 22 of those brands right now as it stands, have discount codes, free shipping, and special offers. So what I did is I put that list together with all of these brands, logos, and special links and special codes to give you deals on all this kind of stuff. So if you're looking for water filtration, like I said, shower filtration, supplements, superfoods, fitness products, I mentioned the rebounder from the Swiss German rebounder. That is the best rebounder I've ever used, and I've used a lot of those mini trampolines. I will link all that up below. So it's just at healthywildfree.com/shop. So check that out below, click that link and visit that page. And on that page, you'll discover a bunch of awesome brands. Maybe some brands you already purchased from, and you'll save some money just by visiting that website. So check out all the links commented below, pinned in the first comment, and make sure to subscribe to Wellstar Reviews below for more health and wellness reviews. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.